Forget everything you thought you knew about reality. In a world where facts and history seem incontrovertible, a theory so astonishing appears that it could completely re-evaluate our understanding of the world. We're talking about the Mandela Effect, a puzzle that ignites the imagination of thousands, being a potential proof of the existence of parallel realities. But where do these alternative memories come from? Is it possible they are the result of secret experiments conducted by unknown government agencies aimed at manipulating space-time? Or could they be a natural phenomenon, evidence that the universe we live in is just one of many parallel universes that occasionally begin to intersect with each other? At the center of this incredible story stands Lerina García, a woman who claims to have experienced something inexplicable, a jump to our dimension from another parallel world. Her story, which exploded on the internet in 2008, forces us to reflect on the nature of our existence and the possibility that the universe we know is just the tip of the iceberg. One morning, Lerina woke up in her bed, but the world she knew had disappeared. Minor yet significant deviations from the norm began to complicate her life. The job that was her daily routine suddenly changed its face. Her desk was gone, and she herself was transferred to a different department, about which she had no idea. Even her personal life underwent drastic changes. Her long-term partner, whom she had broken up with, was again by her side, and her new love, Agustin, along with his son, seemed to have evaporated from this world. Desperation drove Garcia to hire a private detective, but the trail of Agustin and his son broke off in our reality. These people simply never existed. How can such events be explained? Is it possible that Garcia actually crossed the boundaries of dimensions? Or could the explanation lie in the Mandela Effect? Where did the Mandela Effect originate from? The name stems from the surprising belief held by many people that Nelson Mandela, an icon of the fight against apartheid, died in prison in the 1980s, whereas in reality, he left it to later become the president of South Africa and died in 2013. Fiona Broome, an American writer who was the first to start investigating this phenomenon, quickly discovered that she was not alone in her beliefs. Contrary to what we might think, Broome and others do not treat the Mandela Effect as a conspiracy theory. It's an exploration of alternative history and parallel realities, a theory emerging from the depths of quantum mechanics, suggesting that what we call everyday life may only be a fragment of a much larger multidimensional puzzle. According to proponents of this theory, our experiences and memories do not always find reflection in the currently accepted version of history. People around the world share their stories of alternative events, different product names, or even different historical outcomes which they claim to have experienced. This is not just a simple memory mistake. It's testimony to the existence of another dimension that momentarily intersected with ours, leaving traces in our collective consciousness. The phenomenon of the Mandela Effect suggests that although some of these experiences may result from memory disorders or mental health issues, there are too many accounts from healthy and well-balanced individuals to dismiss them all. Broome looks for explanations in exotic physics, but even more surprising theories emerge. Is someone manipulating time for their own benefit, introducing chaos into the natural course of events? Are there scientists traveling through dimensions, unwittingly changing our reality? As we ponder the possibility of our universe interacting with parallel dimensions, we enter a field that is not only exotic, but downright electrifying. The concept of parallel universes, far from being mere science fiction, is gaining more and more proponents among scientists. Leading this controversial parade is Hugh Everett III, an American physicist who, in the 1950s, challenged conventional thinking about the micro-world and quantum mechanics. The behavior of elementary particles existing everywhere and nowhere until observed prompted Everett to propose a revolutionary thesis. Rejecting the idea that human consciousness creates reality, he suggested that with every quantum event, our universe branches out, creating an infinite number of parallel realities. Yes, every decision you make, every untapped potential opens up a new parallel story in which all versions of you live out every possible alternative of your life. Hugh Everett's theory, also known as the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, posits that every possible alternative of events in our universe actually occurs in some parallel universe. According to this theory, the universe we live in is just one of countless universes that exist in parallel. Every decision, every quantum event, such as the observation of a particle, leads to the branching of the universe into new parallel versions where all possible outcomes are realized. But let's go further. What if, in the past, somewhere in space, an event could have happened or not, each alternative becoming a reality in one of the countless parallel universes? Everett, so fascinated by his theory to the extent that he neglected his health in the belief of his immortality in another dimension, initiated a line of thought that today is gaining more and more recognition. Everett introduced his theory as a new way of thinking about how quantum particles behave, differing from previous theories which stated that such particles do not have specific properties until someone or something measures them. His idea, called the many worlds interpretation, suggests that at the moment a quantum measurement, i.e., observation of a particle, occurs, the universe branches, creating new universes for every possible option of what could happen. Thus, instead of saying that observation reduces all potential states to one, Everett proposes that every possibility actually materializes, but in a different parallel universe. It's as if at every crossroad, the universe creates copies of itself in which every possible continuation of events unfolds. Although initially met with scientific ostracism, Everett's many worlds interpretation is now celebrated. Dr. David Deutsch, an icon of contemporary physics, not only supports the existence of alternative realities, but also suggests that physics does not preclude the possibility of our interaction with them. What if the Mandela Effect is precisely such an interaction? A world where our memories are not mere mistakes, but evidence of our wanderings between dimensions. Dive deeper into these controversies and consider how far we can go in our understanding and manipulation of the fabric of reality. Are we ready for the discovery that our lives unfold on many stages of the universe? Thank you for diving with us into these fascinating considerations on the Mandela Effect, parallel universes, and Hugh Everett's theory. It's a journey that takes us to the limits of our understanding of reality, forcing us to ask questions about the nature of the universe and our role within it. But this is just the beginning. If you're curious about what else the interdimensional space hides and what other unsolved mysteries await discovery, subscribe to our channel and stay updated with new videos. Each new episode is another chance to broaden your horizons and view the world from a different perspective. Don't miss any of our fascinating journeys through the mysteries of the universe. Subscribe and watch with us.